Part 14, Narrow Wandering. It's a band I kind of want the stories to be playable. I don't know. I don't know why I'm interested in it. Yajin's office features a window that frames a direct view of space, and at certain times, a glimpse of Earth. His only personal request, upon becoming a world government counselor, was for an office with a window looking directly onto space. And that concludes today's work. He signs the final report with his right hand, softly utters the word, and caps his fountain pen in a single, practice motion. I'm afraid your day isn't quite over, sir. You have a private meeting with President Hudson in 23 minutes. Ah, yes, of course. One last task. One last task of the day, sir. The world government still has need of you, after all. Johnson answers his assistant's flattery with nothing but a faint, non-committal smile. Thank you. That'll be all for now. I can manage from here. Are you certain, sir? Johnson nods, his gaze resting on the assistant who has been at his side for many years. I'm not entirely helpless yet. A brief glance from the assistant falls upon Yasin's wheelchair. Understood. I'll take my leave, then. The door whispers shut behind the assistant, and a deep sigh of settles in the office. Yasin's right hand guides his wheelchair to the window, where the distant earth hangs in the void. He has occupied this spot countless times, using the planet as a backdrop for wrestling with endless, tedious paperwork. But today is different. This time, the sight of the blue planet sparks a memory of running across its surface. The recollection is immediate. Fast grow, and then it's gone. A pang of sorrow hits as he realizes the sensation has evaporated, leaving no trace. Was quite a runner, once. His thoughts drift, and he's pulled back more than 30 years. Oh? Kolong Central University? Under the dim glow of the track lights, 26-year-old Janssen finished his evening run and spotted a friend approaching. Janssen, I had a feeling you'd be here. Bouncing one foot on the steps, Janssen drew his reply over his shoulder as he leaned into the stretch. Yeah, might be the last time I get to run this track. I thought you were staying at the university? With your record, you could easily... You know that's not the path for me. Then what is? Janssen? You turned down Kolong Central, even the Science Council. So, and I heard that Atlantic, United, and Arctic route made offers too, but you still... The decisive smile made the words die in her throat. Is unincorporated job really what you want? What happened to all those ideas we used to talk about? All those dreams of changing the world. Okay, I don't know who Claire is. I wonder if it's like a... Besides a friend, maybe... Lover, I guess? With a silent shake of his head, he wrapped up his stretching and motioned for them to walk back to the dormitory together. They're offering a very competitive package. You know why I need it. How's your mother doing? The same. No better. No worse. That accident. Janssen, it wasn't your fault. You... Claire, please. Janssen's tone shifted, shedding its usual whiteness. The sudden seriousness sent a jolt through Claire. She knew instantly she had misspoken. I'm sorry, Janssen. I understand. A faint smile touched Janssen's lips. As it is my responsibility. 15 years ago, a young Janssen had only one wish: to cook a meal for a sick, bedridden mother. Growing up in a single-parent household, he was acutely aware of her struggles. He dreamed of the smile that would grace her face when she woke to a prepared dinner. That dream ended in flames and thick smoke. The precise cause had faded from memory. Whether it was faulty wiring or his childish error, it no longer mattered. His mother managed to drag him from the inferno, but in doing so, she inhaled a toxic dose of smoke. The damage resulted in pulmonary fibrosis, condemning her to a portable oxygen respirator for life. What about you? I heard you accepted the Science Council's offer. I did. The turns were quite compelling. Maybe I'll end up there someday. When I do, I'll be counting on you to show me around. Claire didn't smile at his joke. I will always... Claire? Huh? Look. Johnson pointed toward the woods, where a sparrow with broken wings lay crumbled on the leaf-strewn ground, its silent gaze fixed on the sky. He walked over and crouched down, staring at the tiny motionless body. Life is always so fragile. Don't you think? Claire remained where she was, silently observing the black-haired young man. She was struck, as she often was, by the unscrutable sadness that clung to his gentle, scholarly soul. Transatlantic. Okay. Hey, Jansen, we're done for today. Coming for a drink? I'll have to pass. You know I can't handle alcohol. Then just dinner. You hole up in here too much. You'll forget how to talk to people. And hey, you're not getting any younger. There's a girl from another department joining us. I hear she's been asking about you. Jansen rose to his feet, his refusal already forming on his lips. Aye. Suddenly, his left leg gave away. He lurched forward, panic scattering stationary across his desk as he and his fountain pen crashed to the floor. What's wrong with me? The diagnosis is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS. I know this is difficult to process, but with current treatments, we can effectively manage the symptoms. With consistent medication, patients can maintain a good quality of life for up to 30 years. Up to? Oof. Every case is unique. The record is 30 years. And the average? About 20. Got it. Jansen had no memory of leaving the hospital. He was only jolted back to awareness by the ring of his terminal, finding himself already at the entrance. An unknown number glowed on the screen. Hello, am I speaking with Mr. Jansen? This is Chanyang Police Department. A visceral pressure clenched around his heart. Yes, what is it? I'm sorry to warn you, but your mother was involved in a traffic accident earlier today. Oof. The day of the funeral was met with rain, a light drizzle, yet bone-chilling cold. Jansen had handled every detail alone, yet it was only in this moment, facing the fresh gravestone, that the truth finally settled in his bones. He was utterly alone. The service was sparsely attended, a mere handful of faces. But then, Jansen never had many friends. As the ceremony ended, the small crowd drifted away, leaving just Jansen and Claire in the damp silence. Then, just one more year. What? One more year, and I would have saved enough for her surgery. I thought I could finally give her a life without the oxygen mask. A normal life. In that moment, any attempt at comfort would have been a hollow echo. She was so strong. After my father died, I always saw her cry once. It was right after she pulled me from the fire. I could never be that strong. Whenever the other kids picked on me, I just run home in tears. I still remember the nickname those boys gave me, Crybaby Jansen. I cried when I fell down, cried during sad movies, cried just thinking about my father. Dang, I relate to that. Way too much. My mother told me it was a good thing. She said it meant I had a good, gentle heart. So why? Why is it that now? I can't cry at all. Claire held Jansen tightly, as she could dissolve his sorrow by squinting into him. A year after the funeral, they got married. It was a small, quiet ceremony, turning any loud celebration. Yeah, see, that's what I guess they were. Okay, lovers. Okay. Only 3 days later, an unexpected visitor came knocking at their door. Hello, Dr. Jansen. Military? No, not exactly. A politician? Oh, Hassan? Wow, the president! Hassan studied the man before him, a figure roughly his own age, with a cautious eye. Whatever your purpose is, I'm not currently interested in any offers. Enrolled at Transatlantic United University at 17, graduated at 20 to enter the Arctic Root Harbor College. At 23, you declined an invitation for Koang, where you earned your doctorate in neuroscience from Koang Center by 26. You also managed to complete a second master's in computer science while you were there. Am I correct? I must say, it's truly a remarkable record for a 26-year-old. That's all public information. Anyone with a terminal could find it. After your doctorate, you declined offers from several prestigious institutions, including the Science Council. Yasin furrowed his brow. You chose a corporate path for the compensation, and the reason was, that's enough. If that's all you came to say, then this conversation is over. Have you heard of the Dark Rooms? Yasin froze for a moment. Of course, he had heard of them. The world government, driven by self-interest, had established the Dark Rooms to operate outside the Science Council's jurisdiction. There, unlike the stubbornly independent Science Council, every research direction was entirely under the government's authority. The Dark Rooms weren't a complete secret to the academic world, but the crucial details, their number, locations, and projects, were known only to a handful of officials, even within the world government itself. Are you with the world government? Let's just say I'm a messenger. Who's messenger? President Chillard. After a moment's surprise, hesitation, Nelson moves aside, making room for his visitor to come in. Your name? Hassan. Just Hassan. Though he had never set foot inside the Science Council headquarters, Janssen had built a vivid picture of it in his mind from countless stories. He envisioned the magnificent building with its massive stone carvings, like an eternal flame, and a great relief hanging overhead, marking the facility as the Arrow's own Academy of Athens. The dome was adorned with a constellation of scientific genius: Babbage, Da Vinci, Feynman, Fermi, Newton, Dirac, Einstein, all there for visitors to admire. He had heard some council members say, in the Golden Age and on the road to science, we are nothing but bricklayers. Bricklayers don't deserve to be carved onto the wall. Yet, Janssen sometimes allowed himself to imagine standing among them one day, observed and revered by future generations. In stark contrast to the council's symbolic grandeur, the interior of the dark room was all cold, somber steel, and save for a single world government emblem. But as Janssen stepped inside, his eyes were drawn to a line of text inscribed beneath it. What? What's it? We are to build a world for all. He stood transfixed by the words until Hudson's voice came from behind him. Those are President Chillard's words. Chillard. What kind of man is he? Hudson paused to consider for a moment. Ordinary. In the best way possible. An ordinary man became the first president of the world government? Hudson extended his right hand to Janssen, gesturing for a handshake. Of course, Doctor. This is a world where anyone can contribute, including you. After a moment's hesitation, Janssen took Hudson's hand. Dr. Janssen, welcome to joining us in building a better world. Beneath the towering world government emblem, their paths began to converge. After following Hudson into a private office, Janssen could no longer resist asking the question that had been on his mind. Why me? The Science Council has minds far more brilliant than mine. When I was in Koang, I heard of a prodigy who earned his doctorate at 16. Hudson smiled, fixing Janssen with a gaze that seemed to peer straight into his soul. Janssen shifted uncomfortably on the sofa. And what is your assessment of this prodigy? I never met him. I only have second-hand gossip. It wouldn't be a fair judgment. Then let me ask another way. How do you believe you compare to him? The desire within him screamed to be acknowledged. Say it. Janssen remained silent for a long moment. I believe... Say it? He's just lucky enough to have the right family connections. Say it. But I am exceptional. Also remained non-committal. Your paper for your transatlantic United years were fascinating. Evasive brain-machine extension applications, a hypothesis. Chapter 1, the extension of consciousness. Using BNIS as BNIs? Oh, whoops. Sorry. Wait. I didn't even read that. Sorry. Using BNI as psychic tentacles, translating through directly into code to command any device. The term concept isn't groundbreaking. It's a classic sci-fi trope. But reality is less forgiving. The practical hurdles are immense, which is why evasive interfaces are fringe pursuit today. For our first publication, it's remarkably audacious. Some might even question if it qualified as academic work, given a lack of substantiation. Sorry. There's no need to be polite. Some reviewers call it pure fantasy. It was never even archived. It was a mess. However, what intrigued me was Chapter 2, the transfer of consciousness. No? Was this how the construct started? The idea of tethering the mind to the network, allowing consciousness to navigate the digital realm. That's hardly an original concept either. It's not worth your... Wait, never mind. Not about the Oh, that's how the... fake world started. Okay. Austin Norta yawns in before the words could fully leave his mouth. It could be implemented. Nothing words rendered speechless. A flood of thoughts racing through his mind. That's way too far-fetched. Are you sure you want to dedicate your efforts to this direction? You have promised. Don't squander it on a dead end. Don't you worry about what they say. I always know you're meant for something extraordinary. I can't believe that paper was even published. Must have had connections. It's complete nonsense. Keep your voice down. You know you'll feel a chunk of metal in your brain one day. But if this could ever be realized, think of the patients with disabilities, with partial paralysis. Have you seen empirical evidence? No, I didn't. Hassan's reaction didn't surprise Hassan. That's impossible. The feasibility is a question for later, Dr. Janssen. The question now is whether you, as you are willing to join Project Connection. Project Connection? Rising to his feet, Hassan walked to the front of the conference room. Round cue, the display activated. An abstract logo of a human brain appeared on the screen. From it, lines representing data streams and network connections radiated outward. Yet, to Janssen, the image inexplicably brought to mind the form of an abstract, two-dimensional tree. Allow me to provide a proper introduction. A flagship initiative of the world governance darkroom, aimed at developing technology that enables consciousness to seamlessly connect with and be uploaded to the network. If you choose to join, you'll be the lead of Project Connection. Janssen turns his gaze away from Earth. A hint of stiffness in his neck as he raises his right hand to massage it. His fingers slide upward, finding the slightly worn metal hidden beneath his white hair. I wonder what happened to his lover there. What happened to Claire? Not every clandestine encounter has the power to change the world. The project began smoothly, with the prototype rapidly taking shape. Yet its early success was deceptive. While the system managed to connect consciousness to the network, the process inflicted severe physical damage on the test subjects. Only a single volunteer for the first batch survived, and even he was pronounced dead after 26 hours in the emergency room. With progress stalled, the world governance officials began to lose faith. The final blow came when Unravel breakthrough into consciousness digitalization from the construct tech emerged, prompting it to terminate Project Connection entirely. But Janssen could no longer bring himself to abandon the third dark room. His wife had died there. His daughter had been born there. Oh... Within its walls lay hundreds of volunteers from around the globe, patients with ALS, persistent vegetative states, and catastrophic? Oh, sorry. Catastrophic neurological damage. Their physical forms were prisons, their conditions deemed nearly untreatable. As a tide of despair washed over the dark room, Johnson found himself desperate to produce a any result, before it was too late. Now we're getting to the good part. Heh. Johnson's train of thought shatters as a single, blinding signal fires through every neuron at once. Pain. Get back! But back to where? I am you. Oh my god. Or should I call you Abel? My brother. I am the real Yunzin. Is that so? And who, pray tell, gets to decide that? Oh my god. In desperate gambit, Yunzin staked his life on his second generation brain computer, becoming a human test subject. That was when the whispers from the darkness first found him. The true catastrophe, however, was still working. Using the second generation brain computer's flawed result, Yunzin manipulated all factions, barely sustaining the third rune's dark operations. His pleas reached countless companies and organizations. His persistence was finally met with a token offer from the Norman Mining Corp. The memory of that day remained sharp, as he practically groveled during a presentation of Project Connection. He saw young Edward with Charles in the audience. The profound pity in the young man's eyes revealed the humiliating truth of their help. Just 2 months later, the outbreak of the punching virus shattered the world forever. Those dishonest Normans, they just left us to die. John, return to Elysium, now! I am Yunsen. It is you who should remember your place. Yeah, I always knew he was creepy. Oh my goodness.